So I've finally ruined my factions only account, and I got it Eye of the North. I also got it Nightfall, and I also got it Prophecies. So I had to buy these individually because I had originally just bought factions for $20. So I basically just paid $80 for $40 worth of game. So now originally I wanted to do factions only stuff, and I did. But they're like, I ran out of content, right? Like all I have left is Winds of Change, final mission, final confrontation on this Ellie. The original challenge was Highlander, which is a rule set from Team Fortress 2. And essentially what Highlander is you're only allowed to use one of each profession. But when you're making team comps and you're restricted with your skills and you're restricted with your professions, you can't really experiment or try out fun or interesting builds. So what I'm going to be doing instead is just making ridiculous team comps from here on out. So right now I'm starting to experiment with an Ellie team comp. I still need PvE skills to make it better. And also I have to figure out if I want to run, if Vex should be this or if he should also be Savannah Heat. But the idea is I'm going to have AoE spam, and I'm also going to have like cracked armor, and I'll use the Ebon Battle Standard to boost everyone's damage. So with Savannah Heat and Searing Heat, for example, you get nearby damage, and with Battle Standard at max rank, you will deal plus 15 damage per proc. So if something says it hits 5 times, it's 15 times 5 extra damage, and it's armor ignoring too, which is nice. I need to get into the habit of pinging because my team seems to not ping or not like attack for like a second or two until I ping. Go, fuck them up. But so far the damage seems decent. I put everyone on aggressive, which I know is a bad thing, but if I'm doing content where I need to be careful, I'm just gonna pull them, so should be fun. I have gotten back into TF2. Alright, so you're probably wondering, if you are a sub of this channel, where's all the Xenoblade 3 content? So it's not that I don't like Xenoblade 3, it's just that around the time I planned on covering it, which was like a month ago, I was extremely busy with work, and I hadn't made much progress on my game because I was just spending literally all my time doing YouTube content. So I made the decision to... See that long in the attack there? Like, come on guys, you're on aggressive, be aggressive. But I made the decision to shift my focus away from tutorials, because honestly tutorials are some of the hardest content to make, and that you have to just spend so much time just like grinding out hours in a game so that you actually know, like you have to make sure your information's correct, you have to test things extensively. It kind of gets in the way of just playing a game for fun. So like you don't even play a game to enjoy it or like experiment to experiment. It's like everything is like content first. So the philosophy moving forward is I'd rather make videos where I'm playing a game and I still can have, things where I'm testing, like in the case of Guild Wars, I could be like testing builds and stuff. But it'll be more geared towards like chill, like let's play type commentary, where it's just me playing a game, talking about stuff, or doing something interesting. That's the idea, right? Like it's not just gonna be me playing a game, it's like here's me playing this game. There'll be some specific challenge or some specific thing going on, or some weird team comp. And for TF2 videos, I'm gonna do like build videos where it's just like certain weapon loadouts. Here we go, we got some spiders rolling on in. Crawling on down. Holy shit, what the hell? Skills activate 100% slower. Well, that's awkward. that's a pretty nasty hex. Alright, these dudes aren't balled up, so I'm having a hard time killing them. Let's get rid of some of these dudes. I kind of got into like some like Reddit argument with some people about like the metagame. Like I think people undervalue Ellie, but it's one of these things where it's something's in the metagame or it's trash type of thing, or it's just like okay. But like, oh, Mesmer's always better type of thing. So I want to make builds that push Ellie up because I feel like it's stronger Like, I play a lot of Mesmer, right? Like, I've run E-Surge a lot and, like, Dawn builds and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm just making shit up, like, oh yeah, it's just, you know, we're gonna out-damage these Mesmers. This guy's just running around. Alright, we got him. There's just never... Can I just run through here? Do I even need to fight these? Skew this guy. I guess we just go this way. See ya, I guess. Peace. You might notice it's kind of early. I'm getting into the habit of getting up early. I haven't stayed up late. I actually got up at 6. So we're gonna get some content. As for Xenoblade 3, I don't know. I think I like it, but I don't... There's some aspects of it that I'm not a fan of. Like, I like the overall gameplay, but Guild Wars basically does what Xenoblade does better. So if you like Xenoblade, get Guild Wars 1 on PC. It's $40 for 4 games, and you make builds and shit. Like, here's like all these skills. So there's 10 different professions. Like, here's Elementalists. Like, you have a primary and a secondary, and you can change out your secondary so you can mix and match. So like, here's an Elementalist that Shadow steps in using assassin skills and then uses fire magic. So like, it's hard to compete with this fucking game. Like, if you've ever played Guild Wars 1 for, like, you know, extensively, whatever. Like, if I type in /age, I have 800 hours just on this account. This is my factions only account. My main account is like 4K hours. If you've played this game extensively, it's hard to compete with it in terms of tactics and combat and content, because there's just so much to the game. It's ridiculous. There's just so much in there. There's so much experimentation. There's all these different types of builds you can make. There's just a ton of content. There's like thousands of hours of content. You'll still probably be able to play it without being bored. So if you hand me a game like Xenoblade 3, which has decent mechanics and it's like a good strategy game, it's not bad. It's just that I think Guild Wars 1 is just like a much better game, because it has like 10x the content. You can even like customize your character's appearance. You can get all these dumb hats and shit and like whatever. There's like different armor sets. Each profession has its own like unique like appearance and stuff, and each profession has like 10, sometimes 20 to 30 armor sets, and you can mix and match them. And there's all these different weapon skins. There's all these different challenges and things you can farm and like all this stuff. There's just an insane amount of content. And right now I'm making like a bunch of, like an LE team build. Let's get these superb char carvings. These are all the rage I hear. Looks like they're hitting us with it, fire magic. So, yeah, I need to get back into the habit of just making like chill content, because people, like some people were responding well to it. Not that people were responding poorly to it, but a lot of people were saying, oh dude, when are you gonna upload more like Xenoblade 3 chill commentary? So, I feel like it is something that I could do. Inspired Hex. Alright, let's just get out of here. Oh, I guess we have to fight these guys now. Because someone aggroed them. Actually, that's probably because I put my heroes on aggressive. Which is definitely my fault. Little little Acolyte is leveling up slowly. I need to get all these dudes runes too. None of them have like good runes and shit. And I can afford it. I have like a few mil in gold. I just need to buy it. Dude, Ectos crashed too. What the hell's going on? Ectos are like 7K each at the store. That's so crazy. I lost like so much money just on Ectos crashing. But I mean, I have some arms, so it's whatever. If you don't play Guild Wars, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Those are forms of currency. But the TF2 stuff, I've been getting some good clips of TF2. That's going to be fun. I have some progress for my game. Unfortunately, the coder that was supposed to work on the game with me fell through, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I have been. Like, I've been implementing stuff, so I'm gonna implement an enemy soon. He's gonna like attack. He's gonna chase the player. We'll get basic attacks implemented. We'll get to the point where I'll have some cool tutorials, or not tutorials, cool videos showing some content for my indie game Imp Knight. But I implemented a system where if you like walk, like you see how the camera detects physical objects and pushes in, I have a fade camera that fades objects that get too close. So basically I just did that last weekend. But I have a few new features to show. I also have like a character outline and stuff. So we got some stuff to show. We're getting there. It can be hard to balance a full-time job, an indie game, and a YouTube channel. It's a lot of shit. Oh no, magma blisters. Oh, here's the fire-resistant enemies I was hearing so much about. Alright. Magma blisters. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. Dang, they're like running all the way around. Char Dominator. Yes, that's the general philosophy for the channel, is that I'm still gonna make content. The thing was, I went crazy for a while and I was making like 4 videos a day, and a lot of those videos were tutorials where I had to like write scripts, and I wouldn't follow the script one-to-one, but I would follow it point by point, so I'd have like bullet points as like reminders of what to talk about, and I would have to test these things. And I was getting to a point where I was only doing YouTube stuff, so I was like pretty much just working my job and then just doing YouTube. But I need to have a better balance if I'm gonna continue YouTube and also work on an indie game. So that's like one of the main things. I think tutorials can be difficult though, just because of how much time you need to put into them. You have to like verify every single little thing, and then if you get anything wrong, someone will mention it. Oh, I remember this. Here we go. It's a big baddie. Alright, let's wait for... I like how they walk. They're like so cocky. They're like, yeah, dude, I'm a fucking char, baby. I'm the coolest thing imaginable. Alright, let's just pull them. Alright, this guy should settle down here. Whenever he feels like it. Whatever. I'll just take the fight to him. Flame Master Maultooth. Oh shit. Oh, I remember these things. Alright, at least we got rid of a boss. I remember wiping here a while ago. Like when I first started playing this like years ago, I remember wiping in this exact spot because of these AoE dudes. Let's see how we do. Let's go these. Burn. Okay. Never mind. This just like sucked me out of it. It's like, all right, you're done. You've had enough entertainment for today. It's time to resume. All right, what do we got going on here? I'm trying to get the battle standard and shit. So, all right, I have to do assault on this. I feel like I just did assault on the stronghold. Did I not just assault a stronghold, or is this a second stronghold? All right, I'm prepared. What must be done? I'm prepared to win this battle, I would say. I'm prepared and willing and ready. Alright, let's check out what we got here. We got some junk. Got some nice junk here to sell to the merchant. Got a nice little junky sword, Q10. So yeah. That's pretty much it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing more casual stuff like this. For the TF2 videos, I'm going to go over builds to run for just like Uncle Dane or casual Valve servers. It's not going to be for competitive because like a lot of the weapons and loadouts I'll be using probably wouldn't be too good in competitive, but they'd be good in like, you know, casual servers. So I'm going to be doing some of that, getting some footage, not really making arguments, just like going over why certain loadouts are decent and what the situation would be to use them, and just kind of like demoing them. But I'll do something similar for this game. As for Xenoblade 3, it's kind of late to cover it now. Like I kind of missed the time window. It's actually really time consuming to cover these games, and you have like a time window of like a month after it releases, and then after that everyone's already beaten it and everyone already knows like all the stuff and it's on Reddit and shit. So like I've pretty much missed the time window on that, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, there's really not too much to the game as far as I can tell. As far as like tactics, it seems like you just want to get these like topples, crowd control combos off, and then have damage mitigation. So I don't think it's like too crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Thanks for checking this out. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.